You are not allowed to drive. There's no quicker way for you to go to jail than to be caught in a car driving. I don't give a rat's behind what your excuse is. If I find that you drive, I will have a contempt hearing. You will be facing an additional 6 months in jail and a $500 fine every time you drive because it's an offense in and of itself. You will be signing with me today in a promise that you're not going to drive. Mr. Canales. Canales Villatoro. Sir, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent.
We're in the court. It's too loud.
Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
I already have an attorney.
Great. Visit.
¿Quién es? Solo mira el juez, hermanito.
José García, pero dijo
José
que no,
García,
dijo que iba a venir acá, no, que me dieran otra corte que me iba a presentar.
otra fecha. Okay, he told me to ask for another date so I could represent
Es
myself.
que ayer fue de vacación y viene hasta viernes.
Okay. Yesterday was a vacation day and he doesn't return until... ¿Cuándo vuelve él?
Cuando me den otra cita, no sé qué.
Okay. Whenever he returns, I'm not sure whatever date.
We're going to do probable
Vamos a hacer
cause.
cosas
Please
razonables.
don't say
Por
anything at
favor,
this
no diga nada
moment.
durante esta fase.
Perfecto.
Okay.
Perfect.
On June 26, 2024,
2024,
officers were charged with receiving disturbance call at a food bank in Harris
a
County,
un banco de comida
Texas.
del condado de Harris, Texas.
Dispatch provided the
El
vehicle
despacho
description
dio la
of the
descripción del
defendant,
vehículo del
who was
acusado
stated to have
que
a
se declaró
firearm and be under the influence of
que tenía un
alcohol.
arma de fuego supuestamente y estaba bajo la influencia de alcohol. Espera, ¿qué?
The dispatch said,
El
gave
despacho
the
dijo,
vehicle
dio la
description
descripción
and
del
was also
vehículo y
told by the
también se le
caller that
informaron
he
por
had a
el llamador
firearm
que
and
tenía
was
un
under
arma de
the
fuego y
influence
estaba
of
bajo la
alcohol.
influencia de alcohol.
Okay.
No.
The defendant was parked.
Stop.
Pare.
The defendant was found to be
acusado se le
parked at the
encontró
Chevron gas
Estacionado
station.
en la gasolinera de Chevron.
Upon search, there was no
Al hacer un
weapons
registro
inside the
no había
vehicle, and
ningún
the
arma dentro del vehículo.
defendant was then
El
asked to
acusado se
exit
le
the
pidió que se
vehicle
saliera del
and was
vehículo
asked if he
y se le
consumed
pidió
any
que se le
alcohol.
preguntó que si consumió algo de alcohol.
The defendant
El
stated he
acusado
had
declaró
two beers
que
earlier.
consumió 2 cervezas temprano.
Officers observed
Oficiales
the defendant
observaron
to
que la
have
persona
glossy
tenía
eyes
ojos
and a mild odor of alcohol beverage on the breath. The officers
El oficial
did locate a six-pack of
sí
Modelo
localizaron
beers on the
una
passenger side
parte de 6
floorboard
modelos, cervezas modelos en la parte trasera del
with 3
vehículo,
empty
con
bottles
3 botellas vacías
back in the cardboard container.
todavía puesto en contenedor de papel.
Standard
de
field
cartón.
sobriety
El
test
estudio
was
de terreno se
conducted,
realizaron
6 of 6
6
on
de
the
6 pistas en el
HGM,
extremo
3 of
horizontal,
8 on the
3 de
walk
8
and
pistas en
turn,
camino
and
giro
1 of 4
y 1
on
de
the
4
one leg
pistas en un paro
stand.
de una pierna.
DIC was read
Advertencia
and the
secundaria se
defendant
leyó y el
consented
acusado
to
dio
breath
consentimiento a prueba
but
de aliento,
refused to sign the
pero se
document.
rehusó firmar el documento.
The defendant complied with the breath
El
request
acusado
on the intoxilizer, but while attempting his
I'm
second
sorry.
breath,
I'm so sorry to interrupt. The defendant, what? The intoxicalizer, what?
the defendant
El acusado,
complied
cumplió. Thank you.
with a breath request on
Con
the
el pedido de
intoxilizer,
aliento sobre el alcoholímetro,
but while attempting
pero
his
mientras
second breath,
intentando su segundo
the machine
prueba de
stopped
aliento, la
and gave
máquina
a
paró
reading
y
of
dio una lectura
interferent detected.
de interferencia detectada.
Officer requested a
El oficial
sample of
pidió
blood from the
una muestra de
defendant, to
sangre
which
del
he
acusado, de
refused,
la cual él se rehusó.
and blood was
Y
taken
sangre
pursuant to a
fue
warrant.
traída de acuerdo a una
Did you
orden
say that he was driving?
por extracción de sangre.
He
Usted
was
dijo que
found
estaba
at the
manejando, se
Chevron
le
gas
encontró en la
station
gasolinera de
with the
Chevron
engine running,
con el motor
and
prendido.
yes. So when officers
Entonces,
made
cuando los
contact, he
oficiales
was
hicieron
found in the
contacto,
driver's
se le
seat,
encontró
engine
en
running
el
at the
del
gas
chofer,
station near
el
that
motor
food bank.
prendido en la
Does anyone see
gasolinera.
him driving?
Alguien lo
We
vio.
have is him sitting at, I mean, we don't have anyone that sees him driving, right? All you have a caller that says there's a guy with a gun and alcohol, and the cops get to him and he's just sitting at a gas station.
He was at the food bank, and then in the same area, he was found at the gas station near the food bank and with the engine running, which operating a vehicle, the engine can be running and it can be inferred from him
Anyone
getting.
that's
No sé si es
driving, that sees him driving? Do you have a witness?
¿Hay un testigo?
No, Your Honor.
No, su señor.
And there it is. The prosecution is trying to stretch the definition of driving. No witness, no movement, just a running engine. Is that enough? This is where cases are won or lost.
Let's do this. I'm going to have you just take a seat in the jury box. I'm not ready to rule on this yet. We need to do a deeper dive on the case, sir. Just grab your stuff and just head there for now.
A la derecha. Se sienta ahí. Sí, sí.
Oh, right. Okay. So, Nathan, can we talk about Canales real quick? Canales, this is a DWI.
The cause number is 2.
Just, can we do PC together? Because I was wavering on whether there's PC or no PC. We read the whole thing, if you don't mind. Go for it.
Would you like to read it?
Yeah, sure.
On June 26, 2024, an officer responded to a disturbance call at a food bank in Harris County, Texas, with a vehicle description of the defendant who stated to have a firearm and to be under the influence of alcohol. The defendant was parked at a Chevron gas station. There were no weapons inside of the vehicle, and the defendant was in the act to exit the vehicle and was asked to get consumed any alcohol. The defendant stated he had 2 beers earlier. The officer observed the defendant to have glossy eyes. And
Okay, that's why.
Uh,
So the
My
food,
question is the car on or not?
but
It was on.
I've been, but, so is the food bank at the gas station? Did anyone see him drive anywhere?
Let me look at the dates.
The food bank to me is not a gas station.
Well, no, but there are food banks at some of the gas stations, or you can
There's
get,
food at the gas station, but it's not a food bank, right?
well, not in the, I mean, what I mean is there, you know,
I
they
know,
have gas
there's a call
stations.
about a food
So-
bank disturbance. They go to a different location.
Yes,
and
Judge.
talk with
And if I can clarify, in the DIMS, it says that originally the disturbance happened at a food bank while en route to the location, which wasn't noted by the prosecutor in the case. The officer was advised that that vehicle, I'm so sorry. That he'd been stopped in the area, based on the description of the vehicle with the temporary license tag. So they stopped that vehicle, based on the description of the vehicle and the license tag.
So they stopped it at the gas station.
But that's when they approached, because based on the license plate.
My whole question, Judge, is does anybody see him operate the motor vehicle?
That's my question. It's what I'm getting at. Do we have any kind of operation? Do we see anyone, does anyone see him driving?
I'm hearing gas station, but most of the people pull to a gas pump or to get some food or whatever and turn their car off. Most people, not
So,
everybody. But
When they arrived, the data states that the suspect was still in the driver's seat with the engine running.
Okay, that's a big difference.
that's
Yes,
it.
Judge.
I mean, that's more because got to get there somehow. And, okay, all right, come up. Oh, wait a second, hold on. Wait, Canales, wait. We need to translate.
That right there changes everything. Engine running plus driver's seat equals now the judge can infer operation. This is the moment the case flips from weak to legally solid.
That's a big difference.
Yes, and I appreciate your concern.
Now let's come on up.
I have to admonish him real quick
Okay.
before we. All right. All right, Mr. Canales, you are charged with driving while intoxicated. I told you earlier that I wanted to do a deeper dive to see if there was probable cause to go forward with your case. After the state has told me more about your case, I'm now going to find that there is probable cause to go forward. Tell me, are you a United States citizen? No. Are you in this country with or without permission?
¿Es con permiso o sin permiso?
Con permiso.
With permission.
So, TPS, TPS.
With a TPS.
Okay. You have temporary protective status. Understand, the more criminal cases you pick up, the higher likelihood you have of that protective status being revoked.
Sea revocado.
No.
Protector,
Do you
señor.
understand?
¿Entendió, señor?
Sí.
Yes.
Do you have a Texas?
En la cara.
Okay.
¿Usted tiene licencia de conducir de Texas?
No.
No.
You are not allowed to drive.
Manejar.
There's no quicker way for you to go to jail
Ir a una
than to be
cárcel,
caught in a car driving.
en un carro.
I don't give a rat's behind what your excuse is. If I find that you drive, I will have a contempt hearing. You'll be facing an additional 6 months in jail and a $500 fine every time you drive because it's an offense in and of itself. You will be signing with me today in a promise that you're not going to drive. Mr. Canales, I don't know whether you do have TPS status or not. To me, it really doesn't matter.
Para mí, realmente,
I will warn you now that if there is any problem with your paperwork and immigration finds you in the jail because they sweep it on a daily basis, they will put an immigration detainer on you. You will remain in custody until immigration is done with you. And as you well know, it takes ages for immigration to do anything. I now have at least 5 people stuck in jail on an immigration detainer because they don't listen. You are now advised. This is the only warning that you're going to get from me. You violate any of these bond conditions, I'm going to put you in jail. And if you are unlucky enough, you're going to be there for a very long time. Your bond condition number 1, no consuming alcohol,
consumir alcohol.
Okay.
no illegal drugs, and I will randomly test
Voy a
you.
hacer pruebas al azar.
Okay.
If you test positive for anything, you will go to jail.
Okay.
I'm also ordering you not to drive.
Maneje.
Okay.
You drive,
Usted
you go
maneja
to jail.
a la cárcel.
Okay.
Okay.
Heed this warning because you will not get another.
Porque no va a
You must also return to court as well.
regresar a tribunales también.
Now, if I remember correctly, he said he was going to go hire Joe.
Voy a ir a contratar a Joe.
Sí.
Is that right?
Yes,
Un
¿eso es
abogado.
correcto?
Sí, un abogado.
Yes, an attorney. An attorney.
Joe is a great lawyer.
Joe es un buenísimo
Sí.
abogado.
So we will give you time.
Vamos a dar tiempo
Go hire, you need a lawyer to represent you regardless. So go,
para que lo representes.
Sí.
and I would go quick
Varía
because this does have consequences on you.
Okay.
para usted.
Sí.
Yes, sir.
For now, I will have you come up here, swear to us that you're not to drive. Then I will have you go to Victoria where we will have you sign a reset.
Firmar un aplazamiento.
And then after that, you will get to Tracy for your bond conditions. You will, after that, you'll be free to go.
Para ir.
Do not pick up any new cases.
Okay.
All right, come on up here. We'll have you swear to this and then we'll have you get going. Sir, you're charged with evading arrest or detention. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present during any questions and interviews with the state of Texas. If you cannot afford a lawyer will be appointed to represent you, sir.
On June 29th, 2024, officers were dispatched to an assault in progress in Harris County, Texas. Officers observed a black SUV which had 3 people inside and confirmed it to be the vehicle of interest. The defendant got out of the driver's side of the vehicle and began to walk away from the officers. The officer then told everyone to stop, and the defendant kept walking away, ignoring commands. The officer told the defendant multiple times to stop, but the defendant did not comply and began evading on foot from the officer towards an apartment complex. Foot pursuit began, and another officer then drove towards the defendant and gave verbal commands to stop, announcing Houston police stop. The defendant was eventually caught, and officers were able to place the defendant in handcuffs. The total approximate length was 1/4 mile. Upon return to the original scene, all other parties had left the scene along with the vehicle of interest.
What was the detention for? What was he doing wrong?
Officers were there on an assault call and had a description of the vehicle. And once they saw it, they approached, and that's whenever defendant.
Do you have more than just an assault call? Any kind of identifying factors? I mean, it's really just vague how there's just cars don't assault, you know? Like if there was some kind of description, someone in the car had assaulted someone or something to that nature, you know, but just.
I mean, officers were able to confirm the vehicle by the license plate given from the call.
Okay.
So they confirmed that it was the defendant's vehicle that they approached on.
Do they say that someone assaulted someone, that there were?
Yes, that it was just an assault call, Your Honor.
Yeah, I need more than that. I mean, it's really vague. It's presumptuous. No, Beetle, do you have anything else?
I'll look at it, just let me take a look at it.
Okay.
If you
Just do me a solid, will you? Just take a seat for me. I want to make sure that there's probable cause if there is. If not, I'm going to cut you loose, but I want to make sure that there really is. So just give me a second and then we'll get back with you.
Judge, I see what you're saying, unless I do, you want to do whatever you want to do.
That's it?
And then I'll resolve it. I think you were questioning whether it was probable cause
Right.
related to the case.
There's nothing new?
I don't really disagree with you.
Okay. Come up, sir. So this was Ogbaro, or Ogaro. Okay, Mr. Ogaro, I'm going to find that there's no probable cause in your case. Just be careful out there, man. People are always out to hunt you down. You know what I mean? Just be careful. Don't put yourself in the spot. Okay? All right, you're free to go. For sure. Ms. Castillo, you're charged with assault, bodily injury. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause.
New case, new energy, but this one escalates fast. What starts as a simple car accident is about to turn into something way more serious.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present during any questions and interviews with the state of Texas. If you cannot afford a lawyer will be appointed to represent you, ma'am. Okay.
The complaining witness reported that her vehicle struck the rear end of the defendant's vehicle while exiting a parking lot. The complainant stated that the defendant exited her vehicle and dragged the complainant from her vehicle from the driver's seat window and began hitting her in the face and body with a closed fist, causing pain.
So pursuant to a car accident.
I'm sorry?
Pursuant to a car accident, right? You said? Okay. Ms. Castillo, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. How old are you, ma'am? You're 19? What do you do in life now? Did you graduate from high school? If I drug test you right now, what's going to show up? Okay, I'm sending you for a drug and alcohol test right now, and then you're to come back, and then we're going to speak about it. Well, first off, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. Do you have a Texas driver license, ma'am? Okay, do you have liability insurance in your name?
Yes, sir.
Before you drive and before you get out of here, I want to know and I want to see that you have actual insurance in your name. For now, I'm going to send you for a drug test, and you must come back, and then we'll talk about a lawyer situation for you. Tracy, do you mind sending her? You want her to come sign something with you now,
Yes.
Victoria? For now, I'm going to have you sign a reset, and then you must come back, ma'am.